I shall be revenged. Little did you know it was I who bought up all your debts. Why do you look so pale, sir? Well, so the corpse has come to life.
Where am I?
In my bed.
Who are you? Oh, yes. The theatre. Oh, Lord. Did I make an ass of myself?
Let us say you were rather an importunate young man with more money than sense. You remember my father, don't you?
Lord Trebek feeling very well this morning, my lady. He's just drunk his bath and going back to bed. Swallow that down, young fella, my lad. Too sweet.
What is it?
Fergus Doyle says pick me up and knock you down, guaranteed to put hairs on the chest of the Statue of Liberty. Drink up, my fine feathered friend. Those who look upon the wine when it is red, awake in the morn, wishing they were dead. I am Fergus Doyle, manager and principal actor of a troupe of strolling players, a company of wandering thespians who, twice nightly, interpret the works of our leading playwrights, of whose number I account myself a humble practitioner.
Oh, yes, I remember now. It was a performance of the Silver King. You played the...
Wilfred Denver, the Silver King himself. Oh, God, put back the universe and give me yesterday. My daughter Helen portrayed the character of Nellie Denver, the long-suffering wife of my bosom.
And the gallery was awash with tears.
Oh, yes, indeed. I thought it was a most moving performance.
So you continually told us.
When?
Throughout the performance, you kept shouting encouraging remarks from your box.
Oh, Lord.
Until the manager asked you and your friends to leave.
Oh, look, I'm most dreadfully sorry. I do apologize.
Bit of breakfast? Just the thing to set you up. Might I recommend a nice fat bloater?
Just a cup of tea would do admirably, thank you.
Tea, toast, and marmalade, Father. If you will attend to it, I shall lay the table.
As you wish, my dear. Oh, by the by, young man, you have not as yet enlightened us as to your patronymic. Oh, you did attempt to articulate it once or twice, but sadly...
Onedin. Samuel Onedin.
Needing? What a funny name. Enter.
Evil monster.
Oh, excuse me, the man at the stage door, sir. Oh, it's you, Mr. Doyle.
Come in, my boy. Come into the workshop of our little world, Mr. Onedin.
Thank you.
You wouldn't be of Irish extraction, would you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, never mind. At least you have a fondness for the theatre. Pray, be seated. Helen will be with you shortly. Only a couple of minutes to the final curtain. Now then, young man, tell me something of yourself. What will be the nature of your occupation, Mr. Onedin?
Oh, I buy and sell.
Travelling man. I knew it the moment I clapped eyes on you. You have the style. Come day, go day, free and easy, not a care in the world. That young fella, I said to myself, is a travelling man for sure.
Oh, well, I have been to America.
America? Now there's a fine country for you, where the actors shoot politicians. Taken a fancy to meet daughter, have you?
Oh, well, I admire her very much, yes.
You'll have a long, hard road to hoe there, my boy.
I do assure you, sir, that my intentions are entirely...
Honourable. Exactly what I told her mother, God rest her poor soul. I had a waxworks once. Doyle's living tableau, the female form divine. Now I tread the boards, mid true forte. I have a play in my pocket, my boy, that will set the world on fire. 12 changes of scenery, a storm at sea, and a train wreck.
Oh, sounds most interesting.
All I need is a backer. Helen will play the part of the heroine. A heroine saved from a fate worse than death at the hands of the infidel by the handsome stranger who, in the guise of a blackamoor, is none other than our bold hero. Myself.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you saved her. Helen, you chose a delightful name for your daughter, Mr. Doyle.
A delightful name for a delightful actress. Obviously, you're a man of great perception, Mr. Onedin. This young man of yours.
He is not my young man.
He will be if you play your cards right.
What are you scheming now, Father?
Me? Nothing.
You leave Samuel alone. I like him very much.
So do I. Just that I see him as a sheep ready for the shearing.
No, Father.
He can afford it. I've been making a few inquiries. It seems the Onedin family are quite a power in the land. One uncle is a ship owner, another is a member of Parliament, and his aunt is no less than a genuine ladyship.
Leave well alone. People like that would crush you underfoot like a beetle.
Will you listen to the girl? All I ask for is an honest penny to be put into an honest undertaking. A golden investment, the opportunity of a lifetime.
The Turk's Revenge. Ha! Any backer foolish enough to put his money into that mishmash of plagiarism would soon find himself in Queer Street.
Plagiarisms? No, my dear. Borrowings. Scrapings from the bowl of plenty. After all, what is the Silver King but East Lynne turned inside out? Nevertheless, it plays to packed houses. And so could the Turk's Revenge. All it requires is a man of foresight to invest a few £1,000s.
Not Samuel. That poor man has got troubles enough of his own.
My dear daughter, I can assure you, the afflictions of the rich are as nothing to the afflictions of the poor.
His wife has left him.
Well, is that a fact? And there was I thinking he wasn't even married. Is he taking you to supper yet again this evening?
He is? Why?
No reason. The poor fellow. No doubt he needed a lot of comforting. I expect he'll end up feeling quite grateful. America?
Yes. I've given the matter a great deal of thought, and in my humble opinion, if the Turk's Revenge is to succeed, it would stand a far better chance with a more cosmopolitan audience.
Now, why didn't I think of that myself? There speaks a woman of perspicacity and sound judgment. Of course. America it must be, and I promise you, dear lady, you will have no cause to regret your decision. The Turk's Revenge will pack the theatres like herrings in a barrel, and most important of all, show you a handsome profit.
Oh, I shall be quite content with a quite modest return, Mr. Doyle. Your daughter will be travelling with you, I presume.
Of course. Oh, she'll captivate them over there.
I'm sure she will. Now, what are your estimates as to the cost of this production?
That depends, you see. I mean, there's the cost of scenery, costumes, emoluments for the company, and travelling expenses. All that will come to a tidy sum.
And you'd be wise, no doubt, to have a little in hand for unforeseen circumstances.
What a keen financial brain you have, Mrs. Onedin.
Shall we say £1,500?
Oh.
Not a penny more.
We shall make ends meet, dear lady, never fear. I shall start rehearsing the company tomorrow.
And you'll be ready to travel within the month?
The moment our engagement here ends, we shall set sail and conquer America.
Splendid. And I shall be at the quay to wave you bon voyage and hand over this cheque.